All right. I know that you guys heard my dog earlier. Amanda, what animals do you have with you?
I was about to type in to say I'm totally distracted because there's a squirrel outside the window eating an orange who's chattering at my kitten who's chattering back. So I've got Marbles here with me, the kitten. It's a whole argument. Your dog's a year old, right? Didn't you get that puppy right after the last cruise we had last year?
No, we got her in 2018, right before the first cruise. So she's a little over 2 now.
Oh, okay. Aw, fun.
Yeah.
I did always wish I could bring my cats out to sea with me. We're very close, so this is a nice perk to get to have a kitty here with me. Ooh, another larvation house we just passed.
All right, we're going to be at the seafloor in no time, 2,400 meters.
Just checking, right now the Optode is not giving data in Grafana. Is that okay? Is it just not turned on yet?
Yeah, we can, usually it's turned off. So when we hit bottom, we can ask them to power cycle it or turn it on.
Okay, sounds good. So we're moving through the water column quickly, so I don't think we'd be able to resolve them, but I'll bet we're passing by some really neat protists, single-celled eukaryotes called phaeodarians. So phaeodarians are neat little protists that make a big external skeleton of silica. And so they'll have this big silica frame that they tote around and swim around with as they drift through the water column. So they're neat, and most protists and single-celled things are too small to be able to see without a microscope, but these, because of that silica shell, are able to be spotted with the naked eye. I was alerted to the coolness of phaeodarians by Colleen Durkin and Annie Bodell, who are studying phaeodarians and their role in carbon flux and export to the deep ocean. They're both a researcher and a student at Moss Landing Marine Labs. All right, current depth is, oh, I thought I was going to say it in time, 2,500 meters. Just watch the display change. So we are less than 1,000 meters away from the seafloor, where we will then start looking for, well, what the habitat on the seafloor looks like. Who lives there? You know, what the morphology looks like of the seafloor. We're going to be traveling around on the southwest edge of Davidson Seamount, looking at some cool 3D structure that we saw that Chad found on some multi-beam maps of the area. And we're going to look for, well, cool benthic habitats. So those could be things like what were identified as being some of the really unique habitats of Davidson Seamount. So these beautiful sponge and coral habitats, like what are found at the top, or some of the interesting habitats that were found last year and the year before down near the base of Davidson. So there were some warm water seeps where we saw a lot of sea cucumbers and acorn worms and thousands of octopuses brooding eggs. So you never know what you're going to find as you're looking through, but this is definitely a very diverse, enriched place. So I'm excited to see what it is that we will come across. I hope we see a sea pig. Oh man, I do.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those around the whale fall in 2019.
All right, now that we're back from dinner, this is an audio slate for dive number 1830. UTC time is 003035 mark.
All right, just working on some math right now, trying to look at all of the waypoints we have for today, so the subsequent shifts can have some sort of time guideline to go by. So they know they need to be at point A5 by, like 3 in the morning Pacific time, if we're going to try and hit all of the waypoints designed for this dive. Just a mic check on SPL.
Roger, loud and clear, thankfully.
Yep, we can hear you.
All right. I had just talked about waypoints. I don't know if you guys heard me say that.
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I got science chat saying they weren't hearing anything, so I just wanted to make sure.
Loud and clear.
I think one thing that I love working here with my cat, but I miss having like 10 monitors in front of me. I think we need an ROV control van that can just be plopped into someone's house or, well, workplace. So there's a lot of window switching that's been going on, but boy, the ROV control van, is that visible on channel 3 right now?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up for you right now. Just a second,
Okay.
stand by.
Yeah, I think it's just great. I mean, there's so much to see and there's so much information that you can look at on those screens. So right now, before it's switched, this is, a map of where we're going to go with the waypoints. That would be on one monitor. Our science chat with scientists on shore would be on another computer screen. And then we would have views from Hercules, which you're seeing as channel 1, and Argus, which is channel 2. And so, yeah, you're just able to see all of that at once. Right now, I'm becoming kind of an expert at switching between lots of screens. You could see all the pictures or all the monitors down now on the quad cam view. So lots of good information coming out in each of those. How many monitors do you have, Chad, set up for you?
Too many.
Too many.
Chad has an awesome setup. It's very professional.
Oh.
I wish we could live
I never
stream
thought
that.
I would say it, but I only have 2.
Well, I've got 3 computers running. One of them is on an ultra wide screen, so it's kind of like 2 screens. I have a big iMac, so that's a nice big screen. I have a 34-inch on my PC, plus I have a 43-inch 4K TV hanging on the wall. That's a second monitor for my PC. So I got all 4 running here. Yeah, so I've got the big map, which is really nice. I actually put the HiPAC map up on my 43-inch TV because it blows it up where I can read everything. The lat long, the distance, all the waypoints, so I don't have to squint, It's all nice there in big HiPAC glory. So I've got the dive plan, the dive recovery report, spreadsheets, got the main feed up, Grafana, the science chat room. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow.
And then a couple extra tabs to check up on the baseball scores too.
Oh, there you go. Did you steal the TV from your family? Are they all saying, "Hey, wait, he took all the monitors in the house"?
Nope. This is my own TV, my own home office. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I have LED lights under my desk, and so I set them to blue because we're exploring the deep sea. Technically, I should turn them off because it's dark, but, it's okay.
No, aesthetics are everything. That's good.
Yeah, gotta have it.
So Jen just sent in a picture of her setup to show her monitors too and how she can see it. But also she's feeling a little festive for upcoming Halloween, I think. Chad, did you get the picture too? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It is great. Yes. Since I can't share screens with the world, there's a lovely skeleton hanging out for decoration. And actually, also I see an octopus plushie there, which is a great model octopus. It's a little purple octopus that looks quite similar to the ones that are brooding down in the other area of Davidson Seamount. And I see a styrofoam cup that was squished by the pressure of the deep ocean on a previous cruise. And some Nautilus patches as well. Oh, is that happening again right now? The Nautilus patch competition?
I think that was a few months ago, at least for the 2020 season.
Late.
But yeah, that's already been closed up.
Oh yes, I just looked it up. The deadline has passed. Well, in future years, students from age 5 to 18 can submit artwork to be considered for that expedition season's patch and sticker. So I'm excited to see from whatever submissions have been submitted this year, the one that comes out. And for those of you who are interested, keep that in mind for next year if you have a cool deep sea idea for how to represent Nautilus's exploration of the deep sea.
All right, Amanda, I just texted you a picture of my setup.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Amanda, I don't know if you know, we actually have, or maybe you do know, we have brand new control vans this year. So they're...
I could see it in the picture and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's very spacious, brand new, nice and shiny. And we also have many more cameras here inside the van. So while we're killing time getting to the bottom, I can show you a couple of other perspectives from inside the van if you're curious. I'll just cycle through them on channel 3 down here.
Oh, sounds great. Yeah, I was wondering, where do you walk in? Is it from the back, from the side? You have a studio now up there too, don't you?
Yeah, we
Asking all the
do,
questions.
and I'll see if I can pull that one up too, but I'm just going to cycle through the first camera here.
Yeah.
So this is, you can see the front row and the back row.
Oh, cool. So the scientists are directly behind now.
Yep.
See where? Oh, so the guy in the top center, that's Al, and so I was sitting just to his right, and then the data logger, that's Mary, sitting there in the upper left, and then of course Ben down in the navigator seats, Jess, and then Kim, and then of course Marley up at the far right. There she goes.
I'm just off camera. And then
Hello.
CamVan 2 is kind of cool when we do, when the pilots are doing the manipulator arm on Herc, you can get a really cool view of just how intricate that process is.
Definitely. Oh, cool. Can we switch to that view if we do any arm operations?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we're going to have pretty limited sampling, if any, but if we do, I will switch over to this view real quick. It is pretty cool. And then what else do we have? We've got just another view of all of our monitors. And then...
Oh, that was your view, right, Chad? That looks like it's pretty much...
Yeah, basically, yeah, just a little lower.
Which I have to say, looking at the picture you just sent me of your home office, it's just a few more monitors, but it's Yeah. Super impressive, Chad. Wow, the control van looks way more spacious. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's a great setup. We're really happy with it. It'll be even better when we have a full science team on board again.
I know.
I don't know if that's true. Aren't we like herding cats? We're everywhere. Find us nestled in corners and...
No, we
Yeah, because that back
certainly
row.
miss the company.
It's a
Yeah,
little lonely in the
it's-
back row by yourself.
Oh,
They're scientists.
I do have costumes ready for in case we ever have a Halloween cruise again. Maybe we should just do it even if there isn't a Halloween cruise. I think when we're able to mix and mingle and everything, we should just acknowledge whatever favorite holidays we have and do it whenever we want.
All right,
I will bring costumes.
We're
I like
about
that.
200 meters off, just to update science
Oh,
on
fantastic.
Oh,
And
excellent.
so as we kind of approach bottom, we might be talking more ops, but
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to go get some water and come back, and we'll start when you guys are ready. Fantastic.
Roger. And then just for us to have in mind, what's going to be the bearing to our target?
Yeah, it's going to be, let's see, like 030, but I may bring us more, depending on this, where we land, might be more like 010 for a bit. Then we'll bend back.
Roger.
Or we'll look at the meso here.
Roger that.
Yeah, I cannot trust any of the USB right now. So.
Roger that. Roger that. Nice. can all stop at 0, or looks like the slope's creeping in. We're going to be on a bit of a feature, so 050 and we'll go down slow. All right, you gonna do an all stop there, Kim? Thank you. Yeah, so I had to look for it too. All right. Come down a little bit and back up in front of you. I'll go together. Negative. I'll come down and then I'll kind of back up in front of you a little bit. Hey, Marley, you want to come forward on Herc, please? Thank you. Roger that. Sounds great, Kim.
I'm going to just do a quick reset.
All right. And Kim, do you want to see if you can get your heading to around 030?
Yeah, it's going to be more, that was based off a USBL hit, so it's probably going to be more 010 or 020.
010, Raj. I see myself in 010 works. Raj, thank you. I see myself in your down cam, which is great.
Right, you're bottom in her.
Shut up. All right, we have bottom, and we almost have Herc in view. There we are. That is a slope.
Nice mix of, it's like some bedrock, some boulders, and sediments on top.
Okay, look at this.
All right, Kim.
Oh, I see a long
Well, we're pretty much there.
coral.
Yeah. We're there.
Definitely slopey.
That is a slope.
Definitely a slope.
Great there. All right. Somewhere around here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, mine's already
That
pre-ground,
holds.
but yeah, if you need some right now, you can just go into my room and grab it.
Some nice looking smooth white sponges visible here. Hard to say when they're small, smooth, and white like that. One that we had just seen looked a little bit like a small Atlanticella. But as with most sponges, and especially deep sea sponges, you often need to collect a small piece and look at its skeletal structure. Bye.
Doing. Yeah.
Oh, the auto death.
All right.
It also looks like there might be a dead sponge skeleton sort of on the left side of the screen. Might have been a Pharea, where just the ground skeleton is left behind.
All right. Go on ahead. Thank you. All right, Marley, go ahead.
That looks great, thank you. All right, camera is gonna go to black briefly.
Kim, do you mind if I just check the arm while we go black? Thank you.
All right, we're ready.
Roger that. All right, Kim, you're all set for the gauges. Thank you. Oh, Raj. All right.
All right, so we're all set up.
Yep. Indeed, we are sitting happy. Sitting pretty.
So it looks like the slope is pretty much due north, but we can still go 010 just to keep our way towards that target. Sound good?
Sorry, but I can't hear you very well.
Yeah, so the slope looks like due north, but we can still keep 010 just to keep towards the target. Does that sound good?
Yep, 010 to keep towards the target, Raj.
All right, I'm going to do, are you comfortable with 40 meters?
You want to just
I can
boil
do,
them in at 30 and then
yeah.
just for the slope here right now?
Yeah.
Thank you. these large features.
It should flatten out as we get up on it, so looking for that.
There's a small white gallophaid crab or squat lobster. These are commonly seen in the deep sea. Also, we see some sea cucumbers. Noticed a lot. Oh, there's a beautiful sea anemone down at the bottom of the screen with deep purple tentacles.
Microphone check, can you guys hear me?
Sure. Yes, we can hear you.
Roger, we hear you.
Okay, great, thanks. I had switched microphones and I guess the other one wasn't working, so I'll keep on this one.
Oh.
Argus is
We hear you
heaving a
now.
lot.
Sorry?
Argus is heaving a lot.
Yeah, indeed.
A lot of interesting 3D habitat here. Big bulbous rocks. Oh, there's a stalk. Looks like it might have been an old Lepidisis stalk, or a sponge stalk. See various anemones. The Antipathes coral, the stalked one.
Yeah, it has a little bit of that raindrop or teardrop shape.
Yeah, more of these thin white sponges too. I'm also seeing several acorn worms. Those are a little tougher to spot, but once you get a search image, they seem like they're everywhere. There's one just to the right of the lasers right now. They're
yeah, there's a lot of them, and they typically have that purple kind of tinge to their head, but sometimes, yeah, they kind of just blend in if they're more translucent or white.
Yeah. But there are quite a few of them, yeah. Looks like more Antipathes there on the right. I think to the left of that rock is another sponge, but it's not a very typical color I would expect for a happy sponge. Also, there were some crinoids, including some stalked crinoids, but also I'm seeing a lot of brisingid sea stars here, which are sea stars, class Asteroidea, same as other sea stars, but suspension-feeding sea stars. So that one that we see there is actually a stalked crinoid, which is a different class, but also suspension-feeding. Oh, there's a giant sponge. Look at that, Chad. That's lovely.
I knew you'd like that, of course.
And a beautiful Bathypathes coral right next to it too, that golden stalked black coral. Aha, there's one of the brisingid sea stars there in the upper right.
Yeah, and Ben, obviously these waypoints are more of a guideline, so for this particular portion, I think you just kind of have the ship follow the spine of this ridge, if you will.
Roger, yeah. We're going up 010 now, but we can go more like 020. We're just trying to fill out the slope a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know why our DVL is showing you moving really west when your heading is pretty north.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ben, what's the distance to that waypoint there?
Yeah, it's going to be about like,
1 point something kilometers.
no, to the first waypoint it's 430 meters.
Raj.
Yeah. And again, it should flatten out as we get higher for
Sure.
a bit. Yeah. I do think I might bring our bearing more like 030. It's just not the meso. Let's go up this.
Seems like the spine of this is dead ahead, right?
Yeah, so we're 010, so I'll just keep us like that.
Yeah, until we lose it in the sonars, and because I'm
Yeah.
not sure how accurate.
Yeah, it's probably translated. Mesos and cam day. Yeah, Chad, so if you heard that, we'll see how the map plays out, but it may be a little translated in the X direction. X-axis.
Maybe a little translated.
Yeah, but we'll see how it plays out as we keep going.
Okay, I gotcha.
It's definitely to be expected, though.
Very cool terrain.
Oh,
Definitely. Very rugose, very bumpy.
that fish.
What's an interesting pockets? Ooh,
Is it an eel?
the giant
Did it-
cusk eel.
Yeah, it's a giant cusk eel.
Spectrunculus grandis. Oh, Erica Burton
Erica
already
loves that
had
name,
typed
yeah.
that in science chat.
Spectrunculus
You're
grandis. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Yeah, it does.
Marley, didn't do a quick
it
zoom
does
here.
a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So these guys are recognizable. This is a big one. Erica says they have very relatively small eyes compared to a rat-tailed grenadier that you might see.
Can you
And
turn the lasers off for a second?
then they have these. Gosh, are those modified pectoral fins? I think it is there to help feel along on the sediments and find prey. And Erica's asking for a laser estimate for the size.
Well, he's not cooperating. He's going vertical. But I was paying
So
attention to
annoying.
that, and I quickly estimated more than 10. So I think this sucker's more than a meter.
Yeah, I'll try to
Wow.
get my lasers on him again. Something other than his tail. There you go. Got one quick shot of it.
There.
There you go.
Excellent.
Where'd the
Oh, and Erica confirms it is modified pelvic fins that are those feelers.
I'm going to keep them coming.
She says they can reach a length of 127 centimeters. So about 1 1/3 meters. Holy cow. I'm not a very tall
Great,
person.
thanks.
That fish is getting close on my height.
Do they always get white
It looks
towards the
huggable. That's
head
fine.
portion like that? Common coloration for them.
That's a good question.
Let's see what Erica says. I feel like yes, it does seem that way
Apical.
from the ones I've seen. And I'm sorry, were you asking or were you telling? Did I just assume?
Oh, no, I'm asking, but
Okay.
not necessarily expecting everyone to know.
Can we stop for a second? There's a gelatinous thing at the bottom of the screen center. I don't know if it was a
I was
tunicate
about
or a hood.
Yeah,
It's off screen now. I know we have a 3-second delay or so on the video, so sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can take a zoom on
that
it.
is a predatory tunicate. Ah,
Yeah, I think it might be. Saw that hood and was like, hey.
All right, Marley, go ahead.
Beautiful. That's the predatory tunicate, Megalodicopia hyans.
Very nice. Alright, skip.
Looks like it's got its major exhalant siphon closed, or inhalant siphon. So these are predatory tunicates, and it looks like there actually might be another one on the rock that we're passing below that crinoid. So most tunicates are suspension feeders. They draw water through an inhalant siphon and then pass it over a sheet of mucus, or past a sheet of mucus, and they capture particles with that sheet of mucus and then kind of slurp up the mucus. And these predatory tunicates are a deep sea specialty where they've expanded the inhalant opening, and they're actually able to capture small crustaceans as prey and trap them inside and then digest them in the region that normally would have been used for suspension feeding. They're super cool. The adaptations that happen to be able to get enough food and survive in the deep sea are amazing. Quite the driving evolutionary pressure down here.
Yep.
I'm just going to reset you so that we look better a little bit on the map.
Sure. Good. If you want, you can also clear those trails on there.
Yeah, I keep on clearing them.
That looks like it might be a dead sponge. At least another one of those buff brown sponges covered with a sea star and some crinoids.
Riley, you want to do a snap zoom here, please? Yeah, the hues are pretty big here.
Yeah. Oh, the sponge looks healthy enough closer up. Yeah.
All right, go and come wide, please, Marley.
Thank you.
Yeah, agreed. Let's see, it's like 5 meters there, eh? It went up to 12 or so. Was it that one there?
A lot of different colors of sea cucumbers. The brilliant purple one down there.
Yeah, it's a very vibrant purple, isn't it?
Yeah. And then several stalked crinoids, the feather stars, and some nice, interesting anemones. Another Antipathes black coral on the bottom of the screen. Several smaller crinoids. Nice white sponge there. Another one of those thin sheet-like ones.
Hey.
Yeah, so that the benzo there makes it seem like we're a little bit further along the ridge, right? Like a little further to the, a little more east, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I keep on resetting us to go east. Yeah, I can bring us to.
Sorry?
I can change our bearing if it helps, but.
Oh no, I was just kind of comparing the two.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're fine as we are right now.
Yeah.
What is the slope like here? Looks pretty steep.
Indeed, it is pretty steep.
It's been consistently steep.
Yeah, but consistent, which is nice.
Should flatten out once we get on the ridge, though, a little bit.
Rather.
Oh. Can we get a quick zoom of those tube worms or whatever they might
tube
be?
worms?
Sure. All right, Marley, you gonna do a quick zoom?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Feather dustry.
Neat. Those are similar to the ones that we have seen by the octopus brooding zones. You can see the little flares on the tubes.
Come a little wider, Marley.
So is
Right
that a
there.
good
Oh, that's
sign
pretty
that there
cool.
might be some octopus around here? Maybe?
Or just lots of
You
worms
never know.
everywhere. One or the other.
You never know. Some sort of, sea turtle there or something. Yeah, that's cool. All right.
I want 3 whale falls, please.
Well.
Maybe 4.
I'll take 3 whale falls and 4,000 octopus,
know.
please.
1 sleeper shark.
Oh, there's a good size comparison. Yeah, between those two. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Definitely different cohorts. One's just much luckier than the other.
All right, for those of you just joining us on the public channel, we've been down on the bottom for about 20 minutes or so. We're near Davidson Seamount at a depth of 3,100 meters, about 10,000 feet. And we are just starting the ascent up this volcanic little hill, really. It's more of an underwater hill next to the big mountain called Davidson Seamount. And we are just doing some basic characterization, going up, noting coral, sponges, fishes, other invertebrates. And over the next 19 hours or 18 hours or so, something of around that time
I still
frame.
think we're like over here.
Yeah, I have a sense that we're probably over on that side too.
You can stay with us through the night and into the morning. We'll still be here.
I'm gonna come up on the delta, please.
that.
Looks like a little bit of liner kelp, but it was buried by 2 rocks.
Yep.
Beautiful large white sponge that was just over to the right. Seems to be one that we've seen on dives down here before on the other side of Davidson. Of course, we've never been here.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, wow. That tunicate could eat me.
Ooh,
Puppy's what?
wow.
Pretty big.
That one looks like it's got its siphons open.
Are you gonna do a pop zoom there, please?
Open like Pac-Man.
Yep. They look a little bit like Muppets or
Yeah.
It does
puppets.
look like
at least.
eyes.
Oh yeah, the lasers give it eyes now.
There's absolutely pictures online of people putting googly eyes on these things.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
works well.
that's
Huge.
great.
Hey, Marley, go ahead and come wide, please.
That's cool.
Thank you for the zoom.
Yeah, sure.
I've never seen one that big.
It's a really interesting terrain.
Yeah, it's
Rubble,
cool.
boulders, flex. Like pillowy, yeah. Pillow.
Yeah.
We all have our hopes way high for this dive. I'm a believer.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You know, it's interesting because now we only have an N of 2 in the area, which is only out of
Picked him
3
up
in
on
the
the
world.
delta there.
So that's pretty good.
Bridge now.